Namaste. Good morning. In the Sutra class, we are constantly examining how we can bring the teachings into our lives to use it as practical advice for living a better life day to day. And a concept that keeps recurring because it's so very useful and so very simple is the idea of the pause. In other words, instead of just allowing the reaction to take place, take a moment. Sometimes the pause is just a moment. Sometimes it's actually a long moment or hours, days. Sometimes the pause means taking a little physical distance. But in any case, knowing that we have the tendency to react and having some kind of way to interrupt that tendency. And it's a great concept to practice while we do our asana and pranayama. To tell you the truth, really anytime you're doing a yoga practice with your asana, we eventually want to get to the point where we're pausing 1 or 2 seconds between each inhale and each exhale every time, whether or not that's the main bhavana. But today it will be the main bhavana, the main attitude or intention that we're setting for the practice. Simply, after each inhale, to take 1 or 2 seconds. After each exhale, to take 1 or 2 seconds. To slow the mind down, to be present, to interrupt the tendency to be reactive. So, let's come into Samastiti at the back of the mat to begin. Establishing a good, steady, balanced, and relaxed position. Bringing yourself to here, to now. Bringing your attention into the body, feeling the feet connecting to the floor. Noticing the form of the body. Standing at your full height. At the same time, relaxing all unnecessary tension out of the body. And feel the breath. Whether you're noticing or not, the breath is always moving in, moving out. Has been since the first moment of your life. Will continue to do so until the last. This is a deeply ingrained habit. A very special function in the body because it's both automatic and can be controlled. So we're shifting now from the breath's automatic breathing to conscious breathing. Let the lips be gently closed, the gaze fixed on one point. Keeping the gaze steady there without being rigid with the eyes. Create a soft whispered ah sound deep in the throat using Ujjayi breath. And gradually allow the breath to become longer and smoother. This depends on the capacity of the day. If the Ujjayi breath is not appropriate on a certain day, do the practice without it. That could happen if the throat is aggravated. You might not want that friction, or sometimes you may not even be able to breathe well through the nostrils. So of course, breathe well and refine the breath as is appropriate for today. So you're noticing the breath moving in, filling the chest and then filling the belly. Noticing the breath moving out, feeling the contraction of the abdominal muscles, and feeling the breath exiting from low to high. Once you feel well connected to that cycle of breath, start to add a little pause. When we pause, we don't lock the throat down. We just simply rest in the breath, as though the inhale is still coming in, as though the exhale is still going out. So we don't want to create any strain or tension, and it's just a pause. Don't think of it as holding your breath, please. More like being with the breath. As you're first developing this practice, it's very useful to mentally repeat to yourself at the end of the inhale, 1, 2, or pause, pause at the end of the exhale, 1, 2, or pause, pause. Some kind of way of really mentally directing your attention to that pause, counting it. So let's put that into some movement. We'll begin with a forward bend. Inhale, flip the arms forward and up. Let the palms be facing each other. Keep the gaze steady. At the top, pause, pause. Then exhale, hug the belly in. Bend forward. Come down into your forward bend. Complete the exhale and then pause, pause. Inhale, float up to the top, opening the chest as you come up. Fix the gaze and pause, pause. Then lower the arms down the front. Exhale. And at the end of the exhale, 1, 2. Again. Inhale, float the arms forward and up. Pause, pause, and exhale, fold forward. Relaxing the upper body. Keep the breath gently out for 2. And inhale, float up to the top. Pause, 2 at the top. And exhale, bring the arms down the front. Again, inhale, arms float forward and up. Keep the palms facing, the gaze steady. Pause, 2 at the top. And bend forward with the exhale. Feel the belly button hugging into the spine. Relax the neck and shoulders. Hold 2. And inhale, float up to the top. Pause, pause. Exhale, arms slowly down the front. I'd like you to please try that 3 more times on your own so you can count the pauses at your own, at the appropriate moment. So 3 repetitions more of the forward bend, please. Arms come down after each repetition, pausing for 2 counts after each exhale and each inhale. Please count that pause. When you're done, relax the breathing. Now allowing the breath to return to its natural flow. Continue to observe the breath here. We're going to move into a vinyasa with Virabhadrasana, Parsvottanasana, and Trikonasana, the hero, the forward bend, and the triangle. This is a vinyasa with several steps to it. And we'll do each side 6 times. You'll have a nice long time to get familiar with the motions, so you can more and more concentrate on what's happening with the breath. I'm giving you this long flow because I want you to see how the mind wants to move forward and anticipate what's coming next. The pause is going to help us, hopefully, to stay in the part of the vinyasa that we're actually engaging with at that moment. So as we do it successively more times, more and more attention to the breath. Begin by steadying the pelvis and turning the right toes slightly out and stepping the left leg comfortably forward. Left foot wide enough to the left that you feel well balanced here. You're definitely going to find a little bit of a balance challenge as we go through the vinyasa. Not a one-legged one, but we're switching from various positions. First, establish the contact through the feet. Both feet have the ball of the big toe, the ball of the little toe, the middle of the heel equally weighted. We're going to keep pulling that right hip forward and begin with the hands in Anjali Mudra at the chest. The first time through, really concentrating on what the motions are and how we're moving from one to the next. Keeping the hands together and the legs straight, inhale and extend the arms up towards the ceiling. With the exhale, we're going to bend the front knee and fold down so that both hands rest on the top of the knee. And then with the inhale, arms are going to open out wide, the chest lift and open. With the exhale, bring your hands behind your back, fold forward and straighten the front leg. And then keep that leg straight. With your inhale, reach your right arm up to the ceiling, going into the triangle pose. Left hand is down on the left leg. Exhale, fold forward, keep that front leg straight and go into the forward bend with both hands on the left leg. And then inhale, bend your knee, arms open out wide, hands are going to meet up overhead, full Virabhadrasana. Exhale, keep your hands together, straighten the leg, draw the hands back down to the center of the chest. Another time, just focusing on the sequence of movements, keeping the legs straight, the palms together. Inhale, reach the hands up towards the ceiling. Exhale, we'll bend the front knee and fold down, bringing both hands to the front of the thigh. And keep the knee bent. Inhale, raise the arms wide and open the chest. With the exhale, front leg will straighten, hands move behind the back. Forward bend, fold forward. Inhale, left hand down to the leg, right arm up to the ceiling, opening your chest in the triangle. And then exhale, fold down into the forward bend, keeping the legs straight. Inhale, bend the front knee, open the arms out wide, lift and open the chest, hands meet up overhead. And with exhale, hands return to the chest and the front leg straightens. So let's notice the breath in relationship to these motions and the movements. Inhale, stretch the arms up overhead. Feel the opening and lifting of the chest. Exhale, bend the front knee, fold down. Both hands coming to the knee. Feel the stretch of the back of the body, bellies into the spine. Inhale, keep the knee bent, lift and open the arms. Feel the chest lift and broaden. And exhale, bring your hands behind the back as you straighten the front leg and fold forward. Into the triangle, left hand down, right arm up towards the ceiling. Turn the chest, look up. And exhale, fold down into the forward bend. Inhale, raise the arms, bend the knee. Stretch out and up with the arms, hands meet up overhead. And exhale, bring the hands back down to the chest, straighten the leg. Okay, hopefully that vinyasa is becoming a little familiar. I'll continue to talk you through, of course, but I want you to now start to find the pause. See a little space before you proceed to the next motion. Be where you are. Inhale, stretch the hands up overhead and pause. Exhale, bend the knee, fold down and pause. Inhale, keep the knee bent, raise the upper body, arms wide and pause. Exhale, hands behind the back as you fold forward, straighten the front leg and pause. Inhale to the triangle, reach up and pause. And exhale, fold forward and pause. Inhale, raise the arms, bend the knees, stretch out enough, hands meet up overhead, pause. Exhale, hands back down to the heart center, front leg straight, pause. Take a natural breath if you need one. 2 more times through the vinyasa. Keep giving more and more of your attention to the breath and the pause. Inhale, raise the arms up overhead. Pause. Exhale, bend the knee, fold forward. Pause. Inhale, raise the arms, open the chest. Pause. Exhale, fold down, hands behind the back, legs straight. Pause. Inhale, triangle, stretch the right arm up. Pause. And exhale, forward bend. And pause. Inhale, full Virabhadrasana, lift up and pause. And exhale, hands to the chest, straighten the leg, pause. 1 more time. Inhale, extend the arms, pause. Exhale, fold down, pause. Inhale, lift and open, arms wide, and pause. Exhale, fold down, legs straight, pause. Inhale, triangle, stretch the right arm up, pause. Exhale and fold down, pause. Inhale, lift up to the top, knee bent, pause. Exhale, hands down to the chest, straighten the leg, pause. And relax your breathing. Lower the arms. Step the left foot back to meet the right. Bring the feet into parallel. Steady the gaze. Observe the relaxed flow of the breath. We're going to do that same sequence 6 times on the other side. So we'll begin again by steadying the pelvis. This time we turn the left toes slightly out and bring the right foot forward, wide enough to the right that you feel steady. Bring your attention into your feet. Follow big toe, ball of little toe, middle of the heel on each foot. Be sure that the left hip is drawn forward. And then bring the hands to the chest. As we begin this side, you already know the sequence, but it's a little different on each side. So let's carefully observe the physical flow, or the body's flow, as we go through this first repetition. Keeping the legs straight and the hands together. Inhale, extend the hands up to the ceiling. As you exhale, bend the front knee and fold forward, bringing both hands to rest on the front of the knee. Keep the knee bent as you inhale. Raise the arms out wide and lift the chest. Exhale, pull the belly in, straighten the front leg and bring your hands behind your back, coming into the forward bend and then to the triangle. Inhale, right hand on the right leg, left arm up to the ceiling and look up. Then exhale, we'll fold down, keep the legs straight, come into the forward bend. Inhale, arms wide as you bend the front knee. Lift it open, see if you can lift your rib cage. And then exhale, hands stay together as they come back down to the chest and the front leg straightens. Again, inhale, raise the arms up. And exhale, bend the front knee as you fold forward, hands to the knee. Inhale, lift and open, arms wide, chest lifted. And exhale, hands behind the back as you straighten the front leg and fold down. Inhale to the triangle, stretch the left arm up and turn and look up. And exhale, fold down, keeping the legs straight into the forward bend. Inhale, raise the arms, bend the right knee, lift and open. And exhale, bring the hands down and straighten the front leg. Feel your breath. Inhale, raise the arms. Feel the expansion of the chest. Exhale, bend the knee and fold down. Feel the belly button pulling into the spine, gently stretching the back. Inhale, raise the arms out wide and feel the lift and open up the breastbone away from the belly. Exhale, hug the belly in as you fold forward and straighten the leg. Inhale, come into the triangle, stretch the left arm up. And exhale, fold down to the forward bend. Inhale, raise the arms as you bend the front knee. Feel your chest lifting and opening. And exhale, bring the hands down to the chest, straighten the leg. And now, more and more attention to the breath and the pause. Inhale, extend the arms up. And pause. Exhale, bend the knee, fold forward. And pause. Inhale, raise the arms and open the chest. And pause. Exhale, fold down with the hands behind the back, legs straight. And pause. Inhale, triangle, stretch the left arm up. And pause. Exhale, fold down. Complete the exhale. And pause. Inhale, raise the arms, bend the knee. Lift and open, hands together overhead and pause. Exhale, the hands down, legs straight. Pause. We have 2 more repetitions. Inhale, stretch the arms up, lift the chest. Pause as though the breath's still coming in. Exhale, bend the knee, fold down. Keep the belly hugged in. Pause so the breath's still going out. Inhale, lift and open. Pause. Feel the inhale as though it's still coming in. And exhale, forward bend. Straighten the leg. Complete the breath out. Pause. Inhale to the triangle. Stretch up with the left hand. Pause. Exhale, fold down. Complete exhale and pause. Inhale, raise the arms, bend the knees, stretch up. Imagine the breath still coming in as you pause. And exhale, hands down, legs straight. Pause. If you need a natural breath, take one. One last repetition. Inhale, extend the arms up. And pause. Exhale, fold down, bend the front knee. And pause. Inhale, lift the arms, open the chest, and pause. Exhale, fold down, straighten the leg, and pause. Inhale, triangle, stretch up with the left arm, and pause. Exhale, forward bend. Complete the exhale, and pause. Inhale all the way up to the hero, open the chest, pause, and exhale, hands down, legs straight, pause, then relax the breath. Lower the arms, step your right foot back, relax the control of the breath. Be aware of the breath. Now, even when the breath is relaxed, sometimes there's a pause. Let it be if so. We're going to move into Ardha Utkatasana, the half squat. As we go through the yoga practice, we're striving to find more spaciousness in the body, more spaciousness in the breath, more spaciousness in the mind. We tend to get very grippy in all of those locations. We get grippy in the body, the breath gets short and tight. Our mind and our heart get grippy around ideas, convictions, feelings, thoughts we're having. So in all of the layers of our being, we want to find more space, release the tension. Ardha Utkatasana is a bit of a challenging position physically. I do want you to please try to find a pause and relax into that pause, as especially after we're in the exhale, bent forward. Try not to hold tight into the pause, but release into the pause. We will bring the arms down after each repetition. Find your gaze point. With the inhale, float the arms forward and up. Pause. And then with the exhale, bend the knees and fold down. Feel the stretch of the back, relax the neck, pause, and then inhale, lift the arms, then the chest, then straighten the legs, come up, fix the gaze and pause. Exhale, bring the arms down the front. Pause. Inhale, raise the arms forward and up. And pause. Exhale, bend the knees and fold down. So relax into the pause rather than grip into it. Inhale, raise the arms and the chest, then straighten the legs, come up, fix the gaze, pause. Exhale, bring the arms down. Pause. If you need a natural breath, take one. If you don't need it, please just carry on. Inhale, arms forward and up. Then pause. Bend the knees with exhale and fold down. And pause. Inhale and float to the top. And pause. Exhale, arms down the front. And pause. I'd like you to do that 3 more times on your own, please. Come into the rhythm of your own breath. Find the way to be in the pause without getting grippy. Make sure you're not doing a glottal stop. If you hear a little sound in the throat, that means you tightened up the throat during the pause. So do continue to imagine the breath either coming in or going out as you do the pause. 3 more complete repetitions. Smooth breath, 2-second pause. When you're done, the breath relaxes, the gaze stays steady. Now in the Citra class yesterday, someone was remarking on how much is going on when you're in a conversation with another person. You're speaking, hopefully you're also listening. Your thought process is going, you're reading their cues, besides their verbal cues, and all of your samskaras, your past is with you, all of their samskaras is with them. And if emotions get up, it can really get rolling, and the action can become pure reaction. So it's very challenging to manage all that and to be one's best self. So this idea of being able to take just a moment longer and not just going with the first response that brings itself to your tongue is a very skillful action, actually. And this is what we're working on here, finding this internal habit of just taking a moment. All right, we're going to come down onto the knees. Now, if it's okay for the knees, you can sit down on the heels each time. If your knees knees would prefer not to do that, you can stay just standing up tall on the knees. We're going to do Vajrasana, Chakramakasana to Adho Mukha Svanasana, the downward facing dog. 6 times through this vinyasa. A little less complicated than the previous one, although it will be a bit challenging, I think, cardiovascularly for some of you. So keep it slow, manage the pause. If you need a resting breath, when you finish each series and return to this position, that's when you can relax the breath. With the inhale, we'll raise both arms forward enough, standing tall on the knees, and pause. With the exhale, we fold all the way down to the floor. Hands are coming down to the floor, forehead on or towards the floor, and pause. Inhale, we lift up onto all fours. Feel the chest open and pause there. Then exhale, tuck the toes. Raise the hips to the ceiling, coming into downward dog, and pause. Inhale, let the knees come slowly down to the floor, coming down to the mat at the same moment, and pause. Exhale, hips move back to the heels. Complete the exhale, pause, and then inhale, lift your hands and your arms up. Open your chest, stand up tall on the knees, and pause. And exhale, lower the arms, sit down onto the heels if you like. We'll do it 5 more times. Inhale, raise the arms, lift and open, and pause. Exhale and fold down. Complete the exhale and pause. Inhale, all fours. Open the front of the body. Pause. And exhale, downward dog. Hips to the ceiling, pushing away with the hands. Pause. Inhale, knees down slowly. Chest open. And pause. Exhale, child's pose, hips to heels, upper body relaxed. And pause. Inhale, stand up tall on the knees. Open the chest. Pause. And exhale, arms down. And sit down. 3rd repetition. Inhale. Lift. Imagine the breath coming in as you pause. And exhale, fold down. Release. Imagine the breath going out as you pause. Inhale to all fours. And pause. Exhale, downward dog. And pause. Inhale, knees to the floor. And pause. Exhale, hips to the heels. And pause. Inhale, lift and open. Pause. And exhale, lower the arms and sit down. Pause, natural breath if necessary. 3 more times. Inhale, raise the arms, lift and open. Pause. Exhale, fold down. And pause. Inhale, lift to all fours. Open the chest and pause. Exhale, down dog. And pause. Inhale, knees down. And pause. Exhale, hips to heels. Pause. Inhale and lift. Pause and exhale. Arms and heel, hips back down. Now please do that 2 more times on your own. Notice how the flow of the breath will inform the flow of the body, and stay with the pause. No automatic movement. Every movement is conscious. and relax the breath. And move on to the back. If you'd like to hug the knees into the chest, take a moment and do that. When you're ready and it feels comfortable to do it, straighten the legs out. Come into a brief Shavasana. A pause in the activity. Relaxing the breath completely, allowing the body to soften into the floor. Close the eyes, but stay present inwardly. Now let's bend the knees, feet on the floor in line with the sit bones. We're moving to Dvipada. We'll take 6 repetitions as we've been doing, and now for the first time we're going to introduce a hold, a stay. So we're going to do 6 repetitions and then stay for 6 repetitions, examining the flow of the breath as we stay and seeing how well you can maintain the pause through all of these 12 breaths. Eyes closed if possible. With the inhale, lift the hips and stretch the arms up and back to the floor behind you. And pause. And then with the exhale, bring the arms and the hips back down. Be sure you're pulling your belly in. And pause with the breath out. And then again, inhale, lift the arms and the hips, stretch up, and pause. And then exhale, lower down, hips and arms down. In time with the exhale, complete the exhale, pause at the end of the exhale as though you're still exhaling. Inhale, raise the hips and stretch the arms up and back. Pause and lower down with the exhale. And pause. 3 more times. Inhale, lift. Pause, pause. And exhale, lower. Pause, 2. Again, inhale to lift. And pause. And exhale to lower. Pause. 1 more repetition. Inhale to lift. Pause, and exhale to lower. Pause, and relax the breath a moment as we prepare to stay for 6 breaths. I'll leave it to you if you prefer to keep the arms up and back while you stay or bring them down by your sides, whichever works better for your shoulders. Inhale, raise the hips and stretch the arms up and back. And you can stay here with the arms or lower them down as you exhale. And pause. And then inhale here. And pause. That's the first breath. Exhale. Hug the belly. Stay steady in the feet. Complete the exhale. Then pause. Then inhale. Fill the chest. Feel the breastbone rising towards the chin. Belly softening at the end. And pause. That's the second breath. Exhale. And pause. Inhale. Pause and do 3 more breaths on your own, really attending to the pause and remembering the idea that it's as though the breath is still going out after the exhale, or still coming in after the inhale. As you're ready, exhale to lower the hips and the arms. Do pause after this exhale, please. And then relax the breath. Relax the body wherever you're comfortable. Observe the flow of the breath, the flow of the mind. We're going to take a small vinyasa with a hip stretch and a leg stretch. So we begin with the knees bent, feet on the floor. And then we're going to raise the right foot up, cross the right ankle over the left knee, figure 4 position. Once you've got that, lift your left foot off the floor and hold behind the back of the left thigh. You could use a yoga strap here if reaching up is inconvenient, or grab onto your pant leg. Find the center of the back of the pelvis. Stay rooted through your tailbone. And as you inhale, straighten the left leg up to the ceiling and pause. And then as you exhale, bend the left knee and pause. Inhale and stretch up and pause. Exhale and bend the knee. Complete exhale. Imagine the breath still going out as you pause. Inhale and straighten the left leg. Pause. Exhale and bend the knee. And pause. Do it 3 more times, please.
Once you've completed those repetitions, we're going to stay in the hip stretch for 6 more breaths. If you're feeling any tension in your neck, find to put a pillow behind your head here. If you want more stretch, you can grab over the front of the shin. 6 breaths. Smooth, slow breath. Continue to consider the pause. 2 counts after every inhale, as though the breath is still coming in. 2 counts after every exhale, as though the breath is still going out. 6 breaths total here. When you've completed the 6 breaths of stay, we'll bring the left foot down and the right foot down. Arms resting comfortably at your sides. Relax a moment here. Let the breath move freely. Now let's do the other side. Lift the left foot up and cross the left ankle over the right knee. Pick your right foot off the floor and support the back of the right thigh. Settle into the back of the pelvis. Relax the shoulders. Make sure the neck is nice and long. Support of a pillow under your head as necessary. 6 repetitions, attending to the pause. Inhale, straighten the right leg up to the ceiling and pause. Then exhale, bend the knee and pause. Inhale and stretch up. Awareness at the back of the right leg and pause. Exhale and bend the knee. Notice your awareness shifting over to your left buttock and pause. Inhale and stretch up. Pause. And exhale, bend the knee. Pause. Please do it 3 more times on your own. After you've completed the 3 repetitions, move into 6 breaths of staying on your own count, including pause, pause after each portion of each breath. When you've completed all of the 6 breaths, lower the right foot down, then the left. Separate the arms comfortably, palms up. Relax the breath. Eyes closed, attention in the body as the breath breathes at its own pace. Don't impose anything on the breath now. And now we'll move into Apanasana to finish the asana practice. Bring both knees into the chest, one hand over each knee, fingertips pointing down towards the toes. A little bit longer pause in the Apanasana. Exhale, hug the thighs in close to the belly, relax the shoulders. Pause, pause, pause. Inhale, breathe into the chest. Feel the belly fill, let the knees float away, keep your shoulders relaxed. And pause, pause, pause. Exhale, hug. Complete the exhale. Rest comfortably with the breath out. Relax the shoulders. Inhale and float the knees away, filling the chest, then the belly. Relax into the pause. Again, exhale, hug. Take a comfortable pause. And float the knees away. Soften the shoulders and the chest. Pause. Do 3 more repetitions on your own. Allow the pause to be however long it wants to be with no strain. So we don't want to think of holding the breath, but resting into the pause. Release all tension in the pause. When you're done, the feet come down to the floor. And straighten out, move into Shavasana as you're ready. The body spread out. Relax completely. Make yourself comfortable. Cover up or support the body so the body can completely relax. With the body completely relaxed, breath begins moving at its own pace. Attending to the natural flow of the breath, including any pauses that might present themselves. Relaxed and attentive. Present, non-reactive. observe your breath, moving in and out. Gently draw a full inhale in and reach the arms up overhead. And as you're ready, slowly bring the arms down. Roll to the right side with the knees drawn into the chest. And pause for a moment in that position. Feeling the spine gently curve, the back gently stretching. And then as you're ready, slowly come to an upright position. Find a comfortable, steady seat. Feel your sit bones rooting down into the support of the seat. Feel the spaciousness of the torso as the crown of the head rises up. Relax and open in the chest and shoulders. Once you're settled, the eyes close, please. Just a short pranayama of sorts. Gently engage your Ujjayi breath. Find a smooth, long inhale, filling from chest to belly. Then just rest in the pause, whatever seems comfortable. Or the next portion of the breath just waits. Don't let it become urgent, and when you're ready, hug the belly to the spine to begin the exhale. Long, smooth, complete exhale, shoulders relaxed. And again, pause with the breath out. Whatever is a comfortable long pause, no urgency. And then slowly relax and allow the inhale to move in as it's ready. And just take a couple minutes of breathing like this. Resting in the pause, waiting for the next cycle of the breath. Not waiting so long that it's urgent, but relaxing into the pause as long as that's comfortable. And then gently allowing the next portion of the breath to either move in or out. Keep it smooth, no strain. Now relax the breath. Continue to sit in the presence of the breath, allowing any natural pause to rest, and let the breath breathe itself.
Observe the quality of your mind at this moment. Mayor Baba was a 20th century Indian saint, said, "The mind that is fast is sick. The mind that is slow is sound. The mind that is still is divine." That first phrase may be a bit startling for us here in this culture, where a quick mind is highly valued, able to think fast, respond wittily or sharply or correctly. The fast mind in modern American culture is considered, I think, highly valued. But Mayor Baba is saying the mind that is fast is sick. So we're trying to move away from this fast mind where whatever comes out is just going to be the conditioned response, to a mind that has more space in it, where we may be able to take a moment to consider, where we may prevent the habitual response from coming out again. The mind that is slow is sound. The mind that is still is divine. Slowly open the eyes. Namaste. Well, a great place to watch your progress here is to see what happens when you get into a repartee with somebody, especially if the emotions get hot. Really easy to backslide to your habits. Please observe and see if you can find the value of a small pause. All right, be well, have a beautiful day, and I'll see some of you Thursday at Complaint Hall, and some of the rest of you back here on Tuesday. Thank you. Namaste.